friends, welcome back to my channel, and welcome to another week of reading. We currently have 6 days left of February, and I still have 4 books on my February TBR. So for this week's reading vlog, we are going to be attempting to read all 4 of these books so I can start my year off by completing monthly TBR. So the first book I'm going to be reading is Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. I have already started it. I'm about 50 pages in, and I believe the series focuses more on the Grisha, which are like the witches of the Six of Crow duology. So I'm super excited to see the witches in this one, and so far I'm really enjoying it. I'm really loving our characters so far, and I've said this before, but I love the way that Leigh Bardugo's writing is so immersive. Like, the world really just come to life in my head whenever I'm reading one of her books. So I'm really excited for this one. It's also a Netflix show, so I want to hurry and finish the series so I can watch the show. But either way, I love Leigh Bardugo's writing. I feel like this one is going to be super fast paced. Like, so far I'm really loving it. Like, I'm flying through it, and the pacing is so good so far. So I'm really excited to see how this one plays out. I'm not really too sure what to expect, but so far I'm really invested and I really want to keep going with this one. And then we also have the other 3 books that were on my February TBR. We have Kissed by an Angel by Elizabeth Chandler, Masterpiece by Francine Rivers, and then last we have Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. So I'm hoping to finish this book by tomorrow, and then we'll jump into one of these. I only have 6 days left to complete 4 books. I think I can do it. I think if I lock in like I've never done before, I think I'll be able to complete all 4 of these books before February is over. So let's spend the week trying to complete my February TBR. I have about 200 pages left of Shadow and Bone, but I'm about to sit down for the next couple of hours and do nothing but read because I'm hoping to get far in this book today, if not finish it. But so far I'm really enjoying it. Our main character, Alina, she has powers that she didn't know about, and they kind of just like sparked under difficult circumstances. And now she was taken to the king, and she's at the palace, and she's expected to train and go to classes and kind of master her powers, but she literally just discovered that she has these powers. And that's like one of my favorite character tropes, is when a character has dormant powers. I love that because they are so like lost and confused, and like everybody's expecting so much out of them. I'm loving our characters, I'm loving the setting, and again, the dormant powers is just so good. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump back into this book and try and make it as far as I possibly can today, because we're down to 5 days. She just figured out what was holding her powers back, and then she was able to reach for them and use them. Finally. I think I'm gonna go read outside because I am getting really sleepy right now. I've been trying to wake up earlier and go to bed earlier, but it's like 4 o'clock right now, and it's definitely catching up with me because I normally wake up at like 10 to 11, and the past few days I've been getting up at like 7:30, and my body is just so tired. My head kind of hurts. I even had a matcha and it's just not working. I'm like low-key ready for bed. Like I could go crawl in bed right now and sleep for the rest of the night, but I'm not gonna do that because I have so much to read still. So I'm gonna go sit outside and continue my book, and hopefully that wakes me up. I just finished Shadow and Bone, and holy crap, this book was so good. I absolutely loved our main character, and the power that she ended up having was so cool. And just like the way that the story played out, like this is only the first book, but the way that the story was set up, I feel like so much happened just in this first book alone, but it all made so much sense, and I literally cannot wait to pick up the next book. Like I don't own it, but I want to continue this series like as soon as possible. This book was so freaking good. I loved the magic, I loved the characters, I loved the setting, I loved the conflict. Like everything in this book was just so good, especially our main character. Like I absolutely loved her, and just like even the pacing was so good. When I put this book down, I literally could not wait to pick it back up. It was so good. I'm gonna think about my review and my rating for a little bit, but I'm definitely leaning towards either a 4.5 or a 5-star read because I genuinely had such a good time with this book. But we do need to move on to the next book because we still have 3 books left and we only have 4 days left of the month. So let me grab the rest of the books for my February TBR and see which one I want to read next. We have Kissed by an Angel, we have The Masterpiece, and then we have Red Queen. I think I'm gonna save Red Queen for last. I just don't know if I want to jump into another fantasy book right now. So our options today is The Masterpiece and Kissed by an Angel. This is like a romantic suspenseful novel, and this is like a Christian romance, like second chance, I think. So I don't know which one I want to go with. I've really been intrigued by this one ever since I got it. Like I've been wanting to read it ever since I got it. And it's 3 books in one, so I feel like I should probably try and get through this one before I jump into this one. I hope it doesn't take me too long because this one is kind of on the chunkier side, and so is this one. But hopefully I can make it a decent way through this book today. And I honestly don't really have anything else to do right now, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and just jump straight into this book and see how far I can get today because we are low-key on a time crunch right now. I only have 4 days left. I am about 170 pages through this book. I may have underestimated how big the book actually is because it's like 3 books in one. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. And each book is like 200 pages. So it really is like a 600-page book regardless of how like big the font may be. But so far I'm really enjoying it. I just got to like a major turning point in the story. It kind of gives us a glimpse of what happens in the beginning of the book, like the very first chapter. It kind of gives us a little glimpse of what occurs to kind of change the trajectory of the story to make it not just a regular love story. Although we did get to see like their relationship form and build and just get to know our characters that way as well. But now we're kind of at like a turning point in the story. And I'm not gonna lie, it is very heartbreaking and we're kind of dealing with a lot of grief right now. So I'm really intrigued to see how it's gonna play out and to see how our character is gonna kind of turn this around or get through this, because our main character, her name is Ivy, and her whole thing is that she really believes in angels. I think there's 5 angels that she kind of believes in and prays to. And like nobody else around her really believes her or like believes in these angels. So I'm really intrigued to see how that's gonna play into like the accident that happened and like her grief and everything, and just like the trajectory of the story in general, because on the back it also says that only Ivy's guardian angel can save her now that his killer is after her. I'm a little confused on that because what I'm picturing is an accident. I'm not really picturing a killer with the way that this accident occurred. So I'm a little confused with that right now, and I'm kind of intrigued to see like how that is gonna play out as well. So I'm gonna do my best to read as much as I possibly can today. I really just wanna sit here and binge read it as much as I possibly can because we only have 2 days left of the month. And I still have 2 other books that I need to get through after I finish this one, although I did get the audiobooks for both of them, so I'm thinking about audiobooking at least one of them. But either way, we only have 2 more days left after today, so we're kind of cutting it close, and I really did low-key underestimate how big this book is. So I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna lock in on this book and see how much of it I can read today. Just got to book 2 of this book and it is so good. It is low-key giving me 5-star feelings. It is so unique as well. Like the storyline is just so unique and so good. Our main male character, he was in an accident, which they go over that in like the very beginning of the book. And he now has this mission to kind of protect his girlfriend from something that's coming up. Like, we don't know what's coming up, like what's after her or whatever. But he is technically an angel, and Ivy, his girlfriend, she believed in angels, but she stopped believing once he passed away because she thought they should have saved him. So she's kind of like in a fit every time that somebody mentions angels around her. And he is now an angel and he's trying to get in contact with her and like kind of save her from something that is coming after her. So it is so good. I am thoroughly enjoying it and I cannot wait to see how it plays out. I just got to book 2. It is called The Power of Love. And I'm assuming that Tristan is going to be able to reach Ivy somehow. And I am just so intrigued to see how this plays out and what happens. But what I do know is that on the back it says that once he completes his mission in the afterlife, he won't be able to like communicate with her anymore, and that'll kind of like be the end of him getting to see her and like be around her, even though like at the moment they're technically not able to communicate whatsoever, especially because she is now in this fit of unbelieving. So I have about 300 pages left. I'm gonna sit here and continue to binge read it because I literally cannot put it down. Hi guys, it is Saturday, which is also the last day of the month, and unfortunately I don't think I'm going to be able to finish my February TBR by the end of today because I still have 2 more books that I would have to read in order to hit all of the books for my February TBR, not to mention the fact that I'm still in the middle of this book. I severely underestimated how long this book was. I thought it would be a fast-paced book, and it is fast-paced, don't get me wrong. I'm over halfway through, but I thought it was going to be a lot faster because I thought the text was a little bigger. But now that I'm really like looking at it, and now that I've been reading it for like 300-400 pages, I think the text is actually just a normal size, and I just severely underestimated how long this book is. Don't get me wrong, I am absolutely loving it. This book is so good. It is so unique, and like the mystery to it also is so good, and I'm loving our main characters, and just like the way that the story is being told is just so unique and so good in my opinion, because one of our main characters, he actually dies, and it goes over that in the beginning of the book, but he is still like prevalent in the book. Like we're still getting his perspective throughout the book in such a unique way that I don't want to spoil, but I am just really enjoying it. But I still have about 200 pages left of this book, which is probably going to take me the rest of today to finish, which means that we are not going to be able to finish The Masterpiece and Red Queen. So unfortunately, this video is going to be a fail. I'm not going to be able to finish my February TBR. I should have expected that because I average about 2 books a week. I don't know where I got off thinking that I could read 4 books a week, especially when one of them is like the size of the Bible. So definitely not going to be able to finish my February TBR by the end of today. However, I am going to sit here and try and finish this book out today. I have about 200 pages left, but I am reading this at a pretty fast pace. So I'm going to go ahead and try and finish this book out today, and at least try and start one of those other books. So I'm going to sit here, I'm going to finish this book out, and then maybe we can start one more book before the end of today. But either way, I did unfortunately fail at finishing my February TBR. Yesterday was just a really long day for me, and I ended up having a massive migraine again. So I just did not get to read as much as I wanted to this week and as much as I needed to. So